it's me, Rama, and I'm currently developing a algorithm to teach AI units to dynamically move around structures that they're trying to attack for Abatron, RTS FPS hybrid game. So I need all the RTS capabilities as well as FPS powers for each unit. You can go in game, be a unit, or you can control the whole group. And I'm drawing a point whenever UE4 navigation is engaged. And I'm writing this algorithm to have them go around. Now notice they are when there's that yellow dot above their head, it means that they're pathing using my code that I want them to go around with. However, notice that one of the bugs that I'm currently having is that sometimes when they stall like that, you see the yellow dot and the red dot at the same time. So in my code, I have to stop the UE4 code from running, because then the guy stalls like that. He just can't figure out what to do, because the red dot, the UE4 is trying to run, and my yellow code is me just saying, oh, go sideways. They eventually get around, but it takes a while. So that's the current state of things, and I'm going to show you a successive series of videos as I figure out each of these issues. By the way, the reason the guy in the center, come on people, the reason the guy in the center doesn't move is because he's in the center of the circle, and when I click, well, that time it worked, but sometimes he can't figure it out. So look at this. See the yellow and the red both going off? That's the current issue. So I have to disengage UE4 pathing. Okay, wait for the next video. Okay, I resolved the issue in my code where they were trying to UE4 path and use my custom pathing at the same time. So now watch what happens. So what's happening is I'm telling them to go sideways to go around, but the timer's obviously kind of long. You know, how long I asked them to move sideways is a little too long. It eventually worked. We'll refine it. I'll refine it, you'll see. Now though, it's me again, so now I'm ready to demo how it works now that I fixed the timer. Look, well, I got kind of lucky there, except for this one guy who's just like, what's going on? But that's because he was in the center of the circle. Alright, so attack, now look. So look at them going around very quickly now. The timer's not running a long time. However, you probably noticed something. They're all going to the right. They're all always going to the right. So I need to fix that so that they resolve more quickly, because if they spread more evenly left and right, they're going to resolve faster, get a full spread. But this is the current state. They're only going around as long as they need to, and yet they're all going the same way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make it so that they pick left or right in begin play, and then they'll do a surround much better. Except if they end up hitting each other, in which case they'll stall out. We'll see how that goes. Enjoy. Now that's me again, so I added in the code to make each unit decide and begin play whether or not it's a unit that likes to go left or right. So now I'm going to move them in here and then watch. So see what happens? See how those two got stuck on each other for a second? But then notice that they do end up wrapping around faster in the end. So it's really a debate, because watch, it doesn't always resolve so nicely. Like, look at them, they're well, actually doing pretty well at the moment. I'm like, look at how it's not working, but it's actually working. So the thing that I want to do is I want to figure out how to make it less likely that they stall on each other. You know, it becomes more obvious when there's more of them, but maybe when there's more of them, it's just expecting too much for a first pass at the algorithm. I'm going to put them all, wow, look at this lovely circle algorithm. So I'm going to, come on peoples. So look at this traffic jam here, because they're trying to conflict with each other, right? They're both, so the question is, what to do in that case? I have to think about how I want to handle that. You know, really, these guys should really just pick a different target. Like, this place is pretty much packed. There's, like, maybe 2 openings max for more damage to that. They should really be doing something else anyway. But it would be nice to be able to resolve this traffic jam, so I had to think about that and then get back to you. I came up with a solution for the issue of them butting into each other when they're trying to switch directions. So here's what I do. Watch. Well, again, that was the perfect surround. Hold on. I'm going to make sure to use that in real games. So watch how they're going to see how they're starting to, but then they resolve. But notice they're all picking the same direction now. The reason they're doing that is to avoid butting into each other. However, after the timer completes and they stop butting into each other, I have them revert to their original alignment. So see there, see how they join the same way? And now look, perfect resolution. So they're still going to start, and those that get in initially are going to go their separate ways. But if they start butting into each other, they all pick the same direction, just so they don't keep butting into each other. Once again, another simulation run. So notice how that guy went that way, but they're all going the same way because they keep hitting each other. And I have the restoration to their original settings on a 2-second delay. I'll show you all this in code in a second. So let's go. Ready? Let's go. So look how that they're once they hit each other, as soon as they hit each other, they pick the same direction. So maybe I should have a little bit of, you know, tolerance, like maybe make them hit a certain number of times before they go the same direction, because they're like joining up instantly. So like only one guy is going the other way with this many units. Right, just that guy. Everyone else, they're like hitting and they're switching. So I think I'm going to add a tolerance. And actually, I can show you the code right now. So here's the code before the tolerance. So I have a notify hit event. This is my evolver class. And I check am I performing group navigation? Is the other person that I hit performing group navigation too? If we're both performing group navigation, then let's join up. Let's actually go the same way. So here I'm saying go in the same direction as the other person, right? Saving my original setting, and then putting on a timer using my set timer macro to wait 2 seconds, then restore your original format. However, what I should do here is if they butt into each other, you know, require a certain number of hits, like sort of a tolerance, right? And where this gets set is in begin play. In begin play, I choose their initial setting for go right or go left. So that's the code before adding in the tolerance. Hello there again, it's me, Rama, and I now have, whoa, that's too many units. They're not going to have anything to do. Alright, so I have, you go too, fellow. There's too many. Alright, and you all reform. I just love that. Alright, ready? So I rewrote the algorithm a little bit, added in this check to make them have a bit of a tolerance before they join up and go the same way, and that results in this nice even spread. Look at that. That's just, there's just still too many units. This fellow's like can have a hard time ever resolving. So, uh, so adding in that tolerance results in this nice even spread, so they don't instantly all just go the same direction. It takes a little bit more to get them to go the same way. And when they do collide long enough, then they actually join up. And I'm going to show you the code for that, how I made this frame rate invariant, because that's a really important feature depending on the speed of your server. So let's go to the source code over here. What I did was I added one global float, which is the amount of time I've been hitting a friendly. I do a friendly check over here. This is my own custom function, make sure it's a friendly unit. And here I'm adding delta time. This is g delta time, that's the same as fapp get delta time. Alright, but I don't like using that because it takes too long to type, so I use g delta time, but it's the same thing. So I'm adding the amount of time using g delta time to make sure it's frame rate invariant, and then if it's greater than 0.5 seconds, I reset it to 0, so it never has a chance of rerunning again. And now I say join up with your friend, go in the same direction as them, and then set a timer to restore your original setting so that they eventually go back, so that we maintain an even split throughout the game. All the thrashers do, all these units. So that's what resulted in them not instantly joining up like here. See how it took about 0.5 seconds for them to join up? And now they're going back to their native directions, looking like they're dancing around this maypole thing. That's the manosphere. That's actually the main unit of the main unit you want to protect in the game. And then that's how we get an even spread in both directions. So that's that. Again, this is Rama, and I've been demoing work on Abatron. You can go to abatrongame.com to find out more information. Have fun today!